This is called Jack and Jill. I wrote the first verse of this in my high school English class, which is a mile west of here. Mrs. Pond's senior English class. I just wrote the first verse, and it took me 10 years to come up with a singable version of it that I could perform, and then I've rewritten it pretty much every year since. So this is the 2020 iteration of a song that was begun in 1975. Time stood still and Jack took ill. Big flies died on the windowsill. Across the pond, the wind blew chill, and Jill ate candy in the kitchen. Curtains ruffled over chocolate lead. Cool wind blew dust over Jack's forehead. Oak claws scratched the house, and a blackbird fled from the bright cold touch of the morning. Jill heard the bed creak through the ceiling as she walked in her socks across the floor to the door of the round ice box. She tried to assemble the afternoon's blocks and looked at the light on the meadow. Near the roof, Jack rolled over to escape the heat and wrapped his blanket tighter around cold feet. The kitchen floor gave out with a creak as he stared at the light in the window. Jill walked outside with her hate in her hands, past the marigolds and the garbage can. She was out by the garden when the screen door slammed, gathering strength from the ground. And Jack, as dazed as the day he was born, saw light sit in the hills like butter on corn. He didn't know what it meant when he heard the screen door, but he fell into sleep at the sound. Down through the pasture and into the trees, Jill plunged through thorns that clutched her knees to a pathway covered in fog and leaves, where the yew berries fade into shadow, and the wood grew strange, though she knew every place, every nook where the busy spiders chase. No friend nor foe would show a face on either hill or hollow. Jill took a stick to guide her when night began to stir, and she felt the horizon closing with a blur. A blackbird flapped and it startled her to think of a life in the air. Then it's up a hill and down a hill. She came upon a new sunk well. One owl flew, the world went still. Jill stood like iron and brushed away her hair. A man arose within the pit, like one made perfect bit by bit. His mouth drew open a trembling slit as he gazed long at her body, and he spoke to her. He rattled her name, and he gnawed at the sight in her eyes as he came. With thee the puppet, and she the flame, and so you're mine, sweet lady. She cried, "You lie." He took her by the shins. She cried, "God help me," when he pulled her farther in. Then she swung her stick and struck the thing till she fell, still in its hold. Ooh, at the window 'twas the owl's croon. Jack saw Jill frozen there like stone. His blood swam warm as he rolled to face the moon, and she felt him with her in the cold. Jill climbed out of nowhere into simple night. Ivory skin shriveled up and tumbled out of sight. Jill stirred her the stick in the new moonlight, on good earth in the heart of a clearing. Jack dreams of one he'll love forever, coming through the pines, a constant river, with a worn-out mind and a broken fever. He's wrung like a dish rag, sleeping. Jill staggered upstairs and lay down in bed, scrapes on her arms and peace in her head. She was drifting asleep when a frail voice said, "Where have you been all night?" In dawning light, where Jack woke up, frightened stiff as a toad in a cup, Jill looked to the stars, though her eyes were shut. She said, "It's all right, love, it's all right. It's all right, love, it's all